So this is
stats are all over the place.
right.
And we'll check
Compared to
that.
Leanne.
Right. So
Yeah.
going over them quickly. Wow.
So Tibarn's is a HP Super Bane to start with.
HP Super Bane.
That's it.
Ooh.
That's it. That's not
Yeah.
bad. He's 162, right?
Oh yeah.
See, this is the thing. Like, I thought he was gonna be
Plus
higher.
the new
Than...
update's gonna fix that.
No, if you merge, then you get rid of Super Banes and Super Boons. Well, Super
Yeah.
Banes and regular Banes, but
Exactly.
you're gonna have to merge Tibarn, which rates don't comply.
You're right.
I mean, man, this is one of the hard ones. I would suggest everyone merge every hero that they plan on using multiple times, because
Yeah.
And he's red, so.
yeah,
Oh,
well,
God.
that's the thing. This is another reason why I don't like the idea of everybody being colored, because there's very little difference between Tibarn and like all the other sword heroes. I mean, yes, he's a beast unit, and yes, he will have extra movement, and yes, he has all these skills, but reasonably, you would use him in the same situations you use red sword heroes, and you already have tons of them. So
Yeah. It's a distinction, but it is definitely a little weird to give him a color.
I keep talking about this, and everyone's like, "Nim, you're crazy. You know, dragons don't really have weapons triangle things. So why would you say, you know, you want colorless heroes to like all beast units to be colorless heroes?" But
Well, here's the
I
thing.
honestly thought they would be.
yeah.
Funnily enough, in the games, they are a part of the triangle.
Really?
Wait, really?
Yes. Yeah,
Really?
you don't know about the Beast Triangle?
I've played that game so many
No,
times.
no,
I've
no, no,
never-
no, no.
No, no, I meant
The
for like.
beasts themselves don't affect each other, but the beasts and mages correlate with each other.
Oh yeah.
Hawks are weak to wind.
Yeah, I knew
Beasts
that.
are weak to fire.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Dragons are weak to thunder.
Right.
So I would think when they make the colors, they would correlate with that. But
Well, then
it doesn't seem
Tibarn
like
should have been a
it.
green unit.
Right.
That's what I was saying. Like either that or blue, because
Or a blue unit. No, he should have been a blue unit, so wind magic would have hurt him.
So it's gonna be weird seeing Nailah take a
Fire
fire hit
damage.
and not even
Yeah.
brush it
Flinch.
off.
No,
So-
not just flinch, just rip them to shreds right after she gets hit because she has this encounter.
I know,
Yeah.
it's beautiful.
To be fair, like
Literally-
I think they could have balanced it just by keeping the res relatively low, and I would say the res is relatively low. Naesala and Reyson and Leanne, well, they're kind of different in that aspect, but yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's get this going. Tibarn, I think the best thing about Tibarn, guys, is his skills. His stat spread is not bad at all. He hits pretty damn hard. You know, naturally he would have 54 attack. How much is it?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Should be what now? It's 17.
17
no,
total, I think.
57 when he's transformed.
57, yeah, because you got to add 2 when he transforms. Like, this is, off the top of my head, it's going to be hard to, like, calculate all. And then, of course, when he attacks with his A skill, you know, he actually hits really, really hard. It's funny because, like, his BST and his stats aren't amazing, but with his, in conjunction with his skills, he is amazing, so.
Yeah, definitely.
I would argue, like, they did him right. Man, you guys remember in Radiant Dawn, he was relatively quick. That's the only thing that didn't feel right to me
Oh,
to see
yeah.
31 speed. Because that,
I think
yeah.
the reason why his weapon just does the automatic doubling is to make up for the fact that he doesn't have the speed that he had in Radiant Dawn, to make you feel like he's still, you know, that unit.
But I think it's fair because he has to be hyper offensive. If you're not attacking with Tibarn, you're not using him right anyways, which is more in line with how he is in the games themselves. So,
Right.
I don't think there's much to say. I don't think this is a character you build either.
No, he
need
comes
to.
pre-built.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you know,
Slap a support, slap a seal.
yeah, and his stat spread really just backs up everything he has. I think 31 speed isn't bad considering like if you actually use him in the current meta, you just prevent armor heroes from naturally doubling you, and that's all you can really ask for.
Yeah, it stops like vengeful fighter stuff.
Right.
Like Hector be damned.
That's really funny because with his skill you can now tech things, right? Because
Yep.
it nullifies vengeful fighter, but if they have like, you know, Almaz with vengeful fighter, they'll still double. But it adds a layer to the meta. I'm gonna hope that the game actually goes that way and it becomes something special. But yeah, that's really interesting. But just to end it off with Tibarn, unless you guys have something to add, I just don't think he's necessary. Like, he's really cool, and if you love Radiant Dawn, Path of Radiance, definitely go for him. But I'm just saying, you have tons of sword heroes, and he would fulfill very much the same role. Very much.
Yep.
Yeah. Pretty much
Definitely.
what I can say about that.
So I just hope people don't go crazy. Like, I gotta pull for Tibarn. He's not a special hero. You can wait about. You can wait.
The only way people are probably gonna be building just the heavy blade set,
Right.
Right.
because that's how every sword unit works now. They just have heavy blade on.
Honestly, with that A skill, he can definitely run Bonfire very well.
Right.
Run
Yeah.
Gale Force. That's something I forgot to mention.
Can
They
they
can
run
run
Gale
Gale-
Force?
Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah, that's good.
Oh yeah, they
Oh.
can.
Oh yeah. Oh whoops. And you should probably mention like for foddering him, like what the restrictions are there.
Yes.
Like I mentioned before, his A slot can't be put onto anything except for flyers and infantry. Those are the only ones that can actually inherit his A slot. Otherwise, it's pretty normal stuff.
So what do you guys think about that fact though? Because
Wait,
you know that's
it
clearly a
only goes to
balancing.
Flyers and calves.
No.
You can't do it for no calves, no armors, and no healers.
Okay, okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, that works. That works.
So
It
it
saves me a lot of stress.
right, like it's in my opinion, like infantry's getting like left in the dust. I mean, sure they can use all the seals and they have less restrictions, but they don't have nearly as many buffs, and then their BST is nothing like special. So that's a big boon.
Yeah, like if armor's got a hold of this skill, good lord, no.
Gold
Get
Fire.
out.
Oh.
The problem
Yeah,
with
we're
armors is that like imagine like Myrrh with Spirit Breath, Howie Myrrh. She would just naturally double. Like
No.
her doubling aspect is just about having defense. But wait a second. Normal Myrrh.
Sturdy impact.
Normal Myrrh would do this really well too.
Yeah.
Because that extra
Would.
defense prevents the opponents from doubling her. And
Yep.
then she prevents...
Player phase Myrrh, huh?
Oh wait, it doesn't really matter that much. Because you prevent them from doubling anyways with the breath. Anyways, I'm just saying like you can use it with conjunction with the weapons and stuff and get really interesting combinations.
Mhm.
Alright, but yeah, for Tibarn, I would say he's a great hero, but more his like biggest impact on the meta is just the fact that he has his A skill.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's being sturdy impact. Man, that gets to me. A skills
Bothers
now
me a
have
lot.
3 skills in it. What the fuck?
God.
I know, right?
It's
Bad enough
beautiful.
we get Death Blow and then Armor Blow 5. Now we have to add Wary Fighter in there.
Yeah.
That's not
At least
cool.
It's more
It's-
restrictive than Deathblow 4.
Wait, it's better than Wary Fighter because there's no HP restriction.
Oh
Mhm.
my god, you're right.
But there is a phase.
Lord.
But there's a phase restriction, so
Only when he attacks.
yeah.
But let's be real here. What's gonna survive him enough to actually get in range of him?
Yeah, I mean he's like flat out hitting 60s right off the bat
He
at
can
neutral.
snipe mages with that range.
Right, that too. That's the only thing.
Unimpeded movement.
That's the thing. Mages are the only only heroes that really threaten Tibarn thanks to his low res. But he's just gonna like wallop them. And if versus dragons, I guess like if it's a Deltic or something with really high defense, they'll shrug him off. But in general, like he should be able to like beat them, because he just
You
hits
put
so
the
hard.
Iron Shield on seal on him. He can just shrug off close counter archers.
Oh right,
Archer weakness.
yeah. The archer weakness though, but still with 34 defense becoming 44 defense when attacking, I mean
That's big.
that's pretty big. All
The
right.
only thing that would actually do damage to him would be like blue archers.
Okay,
those
but
exist
how?
now.
There's only 2 blue archers.
No, I mean
Well,
like
like
generic
generic.
enemies have them too now.
Oh well, I don't think you need to worry about generic enemies. Like,
If you're doing a
No
Bessel
generic
skill.
enemy close counter is gonna exist. You're right.
but yeah, blue archers are the biggest threat, and that's just Ledger Lucina and Halloween Niles.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the Herons.
Man.
So Leanne has HP, attack, and defense super banes, and that's it.
Eee.
And her BST is 150.
Yeah.
Okay.
She can take a minus attack for a whopping 23.
Cool.
Look.
37 attack. That's worse than Ninian.
Look, this is what I want to argue with the Herons. I really think they should have stuck to how they are in the game. I know how many of you guys said yesterday, like, Ninian doesn't attack in her game,
Yeah.
but there's a
Well,
big
she
plot,
doesn't attack, but she has a dragon form in her game. So
and she
it
can
works.
attack as a dragon. Big plot point there. I already made a video talking about all that. But the lore reasons for Leanne and Reyson and the entire Heron race, which is kind of why they got decimated, is just that they literally cannot attack. Them attacking literally kills themselves. Like if they kill something, they literally die as a result. Reyson is like not as bad there because he's raised by the Hawk clan, so he's seen a lot of that. He's more like he has more endurance there, but it still hurts him. It still gets to him. Same with and Leanne's even worse. So for them to be able to attack.
Yeah, no, that one chapter in Radiant Dawn made both of them pass out.
Exactly. That's just, man, that
Even
gets to
Mist
me so
passed out
much.
for some reason.
But honestly, I would rather them attack than have them sing multiple people, because
Right.
in the hands of the player, that would be
Incredibly
Yes.
broken.
Okay.
especially in Aether raids.
Oh
Forget
god.
it. Forget
Mhm.
it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
Nobody
take the
would
attack.
lose.
Thank you.
Nobody
I
would
would gladly
lose.
say no to that.
Attacks and ether raids anymore.
Especially
because it-
Reyson, because he's the best one.
Yeah.
In his game, he sung 4 people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
4
Thank
people.
you. In
Good
deep head
lord.
formation. No.
Okay,
Wait,
maybe
I just realized something.
maybe
In
not
the
that
face,
far, but yeah, go on.
Racing kind of just looks like male Clarice.
Male
The
Cl-
face. Because they have
Ki-
the same artist.
Can you believe this? The artist here is Shigure. I don't even see Shigure at all. Like Shigure looks so bad compared to Reyson.
I kind of see it, but I can also see that they improved.
Yep.
Here's the
Just
thing,
like
guys.
With,
Yeah.
it was just like with Olivia's art. They majorly improved.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Also, this banner is really good. Even if we have like little like mentions of quirks in it, like how can this banner not be good? This is literally the most popular and most well-liked banner ever released in the game.
Yep.
It's not even debatable. But still, like there's some aspects lore-wise and stuff. I'm not really nitpicking. I'm just noticing the differences as somebody who's played through the Telia series. Like it's hard
Yeah,
not to
don't get-
notice.
It is going to be very strange seeing these units be a thing.
Yeah.
And contradict the games themselves.
Yep.
But at the same time, like, what can you really do?
Like
Because of the way the game already is designed, you'd be changing way too much, and it'd be pretty weird.
But here's the thing. I think they could have done it because the Herons did attack. They could use cards, magic infused cards. So
yes, they could.
it didn't have to be beast form attacking. It could have just been more accurate to the games themselves and then still worked out. But what I would have preferred personally is that they have like 0 attack and no weapon. I know this sounds crazy for this game, but it's not like you can't enter a combat without a weapon. So it's not like it's not in the system itself. And if you have no attack and you just tank the BST, you can have some extra stat points in something. Like overall your BST can be like 130 or something. It can still be the lowest in the game, but defensively you'd still be fine. And again, you really don't want your singers and dancers to be attacking in general. I mean, they can do it and they can do it well, but if they're singing, if they're attacking, they're not singing, which is what you truly want them for. So it would have been really interesting to see them do that, but they didn't go that path. I'm just saying, I don't mind how it is in this game. Like, imagine if somebody's favorite character is Reyson, and the entire game they're like, I wish he became a full Hawk already and killed somebody. And, well, now he can, so yeah.
Pretty much.
Well, they could have compensated and probably went the halfway route and gave them the staff clause where their attack is halved.
Oh,
That could have been a thing.
that's a interesting
But-
idea.
But the thing is, they need money,
Yes.
and they won't sell if they did something like that.
Yeah, nobody would pay for like a half damaging melee unit.
I think they would pay for it if you gave them multiple sing. That's the only way.
Oh, God. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
people
that would be the
will
only
will
way,
for
but that would be so dumb. I don't want to see that.
No,
at
I'll never
all.
take that.
But here's the
That would be
thing.
terrifying.
I think it will happen. I still think it will happen. I think multiple sing will happen one day.
Oh, I think so too, but down the line.
Down the
It'll
line.
happen way down
when
the line in the
everything
dark
is
future.
broken.
Yes.
When
dark
armors
future
have
of 20
completely
Camilla
taken
ults.
over.
And if you guys think it's crazy, just think back to the past 5-6 months of this game. Could you even imagine sturdy stance? And that's not even the craziest. Well, it might be the craziest skill we gotten, but there's been so many crazy new skills. So I think it's a realistic chance that within a couple of years we get something ridiculous like multiple sing. Anyways, to actually talk about the characters themselves, like Leanne and Racin are very similar, just slightly more attack on Racin, slightly less speed on Racin, slightly more defense on Racin, and slightly more res on Leanne. So
Also, Reyson has the same super as HP attack and res super banes, but a defense super boon.
Ooh. He would reach
Interesting.
that sweet 28 defense when he's attack. He reaches 32. It's still nothing impressive, but yeah.
God, it's
Better
really
than nothing.
off-putting seeing Herons with defense stats.
Yeah, they're like glass. They're not even cannons.
They're supposed to be like evasion, like evasive dancers, because they're supposed to have really high evasion.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember praying to God it missed.
Yeah, because if one single hit landed, they were dead.
Yep.
And it was Radiant Dawn. You couldn't turn off permadeath.
Yep. Guys, I am looking so forward to Three Houses. Another console Fire Emblem game. And remember, Fire Emblem started on the consoles.
It
Like
did.
most people know it from 3DS through the 3DS games, but no, it's fundamentally it started out as a console game, so you see another console game. I'm looking forward to that so much.
Mm-hmm. Not limited by the crappiness of the 3DS anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Also, just give Reyson sturdy impact, and he'll be
Oh
fine.
my god.
You're right. He can actually use that.
Oh my god.
Super boon.
38 defense.
Boys, get out of my face.
Oh my. Look, sturdy impact. You could literally put that just on about anybody, and you would get tons of value out of it.
Flora.
Not on Reinhardt.
Flora can get 30
Well,
defense.
unless they can't use it, right? So.
Hey, why would you put sturdy impact on Reinhardt? You're losing out on 2
can't.
more attack from Death Blow 4.
I mean, first of all, you can't.
Yeah,
exactly. That too.
No,
But-
I think that one of the fun ones will be using it on Flora, giving her
Oh my
plus
god,
30
you're
defense
right.
when initiating.
hmm
Oh my god.
It's not even with the restrictions. It's not like some characters can't use that skill to break the game. So.
Yep.
Anyways, let's going through Leanne. It's the funniest thing about Leanne is just flower formation. I think you guys already know her skills. Everything makes sense except for flower formation. That's the only thing. That's the only quirk.
That's gonna be a funny thing to use on.
That's the C skill.
B skill.
Or the B skill.
B
Yeah,
skill.
fire formation's B skill.
I remember some people mentioned that the Herons should have gotten like Galder.
Yeah, Galder should have been what their sing is called, actually, now that I think about it.
Mhm.
Yeah, actually, yeah, it should have been called Call.
But then they would have had to add, like, the multi-singing effect to it to
Yeah.
differentiate.
Yep.
I get the feeling if they go this route, they might save that for the third one.
Raphael.
Oh, Rafael
could.
is an option. Yeah.
But the weird thing is, how would he attack if his wings are broken?
Oh, that's right. He's not supposed to transform, right?
Yeah, his wings.
He,
He does transform,
transforms,
but he doesn't
Oh.
fly.
he doesn't fly.
He's just a
Okay.
grounded heron.
He'd just be a bird on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
But
That's
to
weird.
be fair, even though we said all these things about Herons not being able to attack, there is a Heron who is capable of more than just attacking.
I know.
So when he finally comes out, that's what I'm interested in seeing.
Yep. I can't wait for that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, but going over Leanne, I really don't think she should be attacking. That attack stat, it really doesn't matter to me. Realistically, I think she just gets hit by something. Like, oh hey, I dance something and there's something else in range, like it's a dragon, and that dragon's like not a threat to Leanne. There's no Wings of Mercy or anything. So yeah, I'll just dance, move the other hero somewhere else, and Leanne can just take the hit and counterattack. Like that's the only thing I see for both Herons, just counterattacking.
Right.
Oh man, can you imagine if this was like Radiant Dawn and after they moved, they could use whatever movement they didn't use?
Yeah.
That'd be horrible.
Ooh, Kanto? No.
Yeah, Kanto, no. Please no.
So I understand, like I'm fully like accepting of the fact that, you know, this game and Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn are entirely different. So like a lot of these changes are perfectly fine. Like it makes sense. You go to a mobile game, you keep all those base skills, it's so different. But even then, you are kind of like losing a bit too much here, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By losing a bit too much, I mean like some characters just feel so different. The Herons just top it off for me. Them attacking.
They're the most out of place here.
For sure, 100%.
Yeah. That's probably
I
the
didn't think
thing
they
that'll
would
take
ever
longest.
Put them in.
Okay, but the important question is, for Reyson, do you guys think he's actually getting demoted?
Yes.
Yes.
I can't believe you all say yes.
Monster could be his like his inheritable skill or home or fortified beast. I think he has.
He has Fortified Beast. Leanne has Hone Beast.
Yeah.
But for
they're
Fortified
just above
Beasts,
Fortified beasts.
look. Let me point this out. Nailah already has 32 defense. Naesala is the only one who has really low defense. But you add that defense and res into them, and they become so incredibly solid. Tibarn especially, because he reaches 50 defense if he attacks.
Oh my god.
40.
And it's going to be easy to put on everybody, so... Jeez.
Mm-hmm. I mean, to be fair, you could just run like a def res tactics set, but yeah, that is a little ridiculous.
If he gets demoted... Oh man, this is... Oh, he should have been Cullis, in my opinion.
Yeah.
If he gets demoted, like, Cullis just got a big pull hero.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Instead, it's in the green pool.
Oof. The green pool. I mean, not that the green pool's bad or anything, but pulling Reyson's gonna be pretty rough in there.
Yeah. How many green heroes are there? There's so many Axers in this game, in particular.
Yeah. Bartray. There's Bartray. Bartray.
DSA, you're right.
Listen, you're saying Bartray so many times, but I haven't gotten him in months. I actually just got him last week, and I'm still missing 3. So don't come at me with that Bartray nonsense.
Oh, I forgot Hawkeye too.
TGP, yeah. I think because I swear to God, in gacha games, whenever you want a hero, even if it's not a rare hero, if you want it, you won't get it.
It's not gonna come at all.
Exactly.
He can be the focus, and I can get a 5-star, and I still won't get him.
Exactly.
Yeah, where's our 5-star Bartray banner?
But
well, we already had it.
Oh,
honestly,
yeah, we did. Oh my God.
I would love for him to get promoted. I mean, demoted, but
promoted. He's the first 6-star in the game. Let's go.
Let's go. I would love for him to get demoted, but with their track record, when was the last time we got a demotion? I don't have faith in
Makoto demoted.
Silas was the last demote.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's
How
horrible.
long ago was that?
That was months.
September, maybe October.
So I'm hoping for it, but I'm not holding my breath.
Mm.
The last time a unit got the Azur canonically died.
Yeah. So like a lot of you guys said, I would hope he demotes, but really, if it were up to me, guys, this banner would just be Tibarn, Leanne, Nailah, and Naesala. I don't think you need 2 Herons in the banner. And Naesala, Nailah, and Tibarn are actually true rulers of the Laguz. And I guess you can. People have been arguing Leanne and Reyson are, but like I don't count them as rulers when you don't have, anything.
You know, and honestly, they actually aren't rulers because I think it said right down their father's still alive. So.
Oh really? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I don't remember anymore. It's so long. Sure, but I'm just saying to be a ruler, you kind of need land, wealth, and subjects. Is what I would call a ruler.
Oh yeah, you're the ruler of all 4 Herons. Congrats.
Okay, well, I wasn't gonna say that much, but yeah.
No, I mean I'm talking about their dad.
I know.
I forgot they had parents.
This just came out of nowhere.
Everybody forgets they do. Oh, man, I wish we got Kanigas.
Kanigas would have been.
He will come one day.
That's the most interesting thing because I think with having the rulers be out first and the expectation of power creep to be better over time, it's a very strange start to start like with so many of the rulers. Kanigas is most likely going to be the best ruler of the Laguz in the game.
He was actually.
Oh well, that's true. And his brother.
Oh, you mean Gifka? Or you mean his nephew?
No, his brother. His nephew's also amazing too. The friggin' entire clan is amazing.
All the lions were good. Like they were all good in their own rights.
He was dumb. He ruined everything.
Anyways, yeah, sorry. Let's just skip through Leanne and Racin. Realistically, I think you just keep their A skills and just put whatever you want in their B skills. You keep their C skills and that's it. Like you don't do much at all.
Dance logic.
Rayson's the only one that actually needs building, I guess.
I guess.
Right.
And I guess you give like Reyson Luna or Moonbow, and you give Leanne like Iceberg. So that's all I see.
Exactly.
All right, now on to probably the most divisive of the heroes, Nailah. Divisive because people don't like her art, and some people think it's fine. I don't know. That's just the art thing.
I don't know, guys. I don't know about you, but it just got suddenly hotter.
See, here's the thing. She doesn't look exactly like she did in the original game, but I still like the look. Like it gets down her character perfectly.
Yeah.
I don't know. That art in Bath of Radiance, Radiant Dawn.
She was only a Radiant.
I don't think was the greatest. I mean, I'm just saying in the series in general. I don't think the art was that great.
Mm.
It probably was at the time, but looking back at it now, it's like, oh.
Oh yeah, most of this art
there's
just power creeps all the others.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I love it. I do love the detail. I do like the artist as well.
Yeah.
You guys know the biggest thing that they changed for Nailah, right?
What?
They removed her shoulder pad.
What?
Well,
she wore one on the left side over the mini cloak on her arm.
She did.
She did. She
did. You're right.
That's such an interesting thing to remove.
Yeah. Wow. Actually, I just noticed that.
Yeah, it's strange, but all right. You know, it's such a minor detail, but
takes off for battle.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. There probably is a reason for it. Anyways. Her BST is 163. Like, here's the thing. Tibarn versus Nailah. They have basically the same BST. I was thinking, like, maybe Tibarn, because he's flying, there might be, like, a restriction on him.
Maybe.
But it's not the case. We didn't have Nailah's stats show up in the trailer itself, so that was one of the guesses I had, so.
And for reference, her BST is 163. She has HP, Bane.
And Res Super Boon. You cut off, Legion.
Sorry about that.
Anyways, all things considered, I think Nailah, just by being a beast and using claws, is already amazing. This is the weird part. I didn't really understand, like, why doesn't she get 3 movement? Like, isn't she?
I know, right? Like,
yeah.
You would think the wolves would be able to move faster than birds.
I mean, move further, but yeah.
Yeah, that too.
From what I think they've been able to tell, it's actually a move type thing. So infantry get wrath, flyers get the extra movement in general.
Maybe.
Yeah,
not
species.
They do.
Yeah.
So wait, does that mean like the Herons get extra movement too?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh god.
That's what makes them so special as.
Yep.
We wanted it, we got it.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Okay.
All the units, though, I would definitely plus 10 her. Just not in this banner.
Nailah's great.
Here's the thing I noticed while doing our streams. Some of you guys really have a fetish for those darker skinned girls, like Avrora as well. Nailah.
Listen, the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
Okay? What?
That is the philosophy I live by.
Okay.
Personally, I'm more into lighter skinned girls, but you know.
Sure.
I still like Nailah,
sorry.
though.
I am definitely into the chocolate. I prefer chocolate over vanilla. It is superior.
What's wrong with plain vanilla?
It's plain. There's nothing wrong with it.
This is a chocolate versus vanilla debate.
I once went to a Baskin Robbins with my dad, and I looked at all the flavors and I chose vanilla, and he said, "Son, you saw all of those flavors. Are you really gonna take vanilla?" I said, "You're right. I could have gone for French vanilla."
Oh my god! Did your dad disown you that day?
No, he just laughed. And then he disappeared for 11 years.
Oh shit. But here's the answer, guys. You get half-half. You get one of those cones with two of the colors. And it's not just like, you know, one half white, one half, you know, brown. It's swirled.
Yeah, Nailah's kind of looking like she's got a mixture. Those tribal paintings too.
Bonus.
It's
exotic.
She's got a real Amazon vibe going.
Exotic mocha. Okay.
Yeah, we can come to a compromise there.
Okay, but breaking it down, her stats: 40 HP, 31 attack, 37 speed, 32 defense, 23 res. It's really solid. I'm just once again surprised, you know, their BST isn't quite as high as I thought.
I feel like they're trying to make their weapons make up for that.
Yeah.
Because the fact that she gets how many effects in her weapon?
4.
What?
4.
Good lord.
Oh my God.
More effects than Thunder Armads.
And I don't even care about that low rest. I'll just run 4 airs and I'll be perfectly fine.
4 airs, distant defense seal. Yeah, you're struggling right hard.
Pretty much.
It's the only way I'll have fun in this mode.
Yeah, man, show all them noobs that Brave Veronica and Braveland can only get you so far.
Oh yeah.
God.
Do you
But
think they're
she's
so smart running their fire sweep bows? Nope.
Of all the units here, she's definitely the one that people should go for. Like,
Yes.
100%.
Really? Okay, maybe the one you keep and use, but I think the one you go for like guaranteed is Tibarn.
True.
I'd say so.
Because
Tibarn, like, even if you don't want Tibarn, that A skill's too much to resist.
They're both really good in their own right. Me personally, I would go for her because of her kit. I also love her C skill too.
Glare. One of the most useless skills in Radiant Dawn because
B
it never
and C
procs.
is so good. Jesus. Ugh.
that's
God.
the biggest thing about her is her kit is actually really interesting. You can change. Okay, her kit is like adaptable. You can change her A and B skill, and you can make her even more solid up close. Or you can keep this encounter null C what is it? Discharge?
Null C disrupt.
Disrupt. Oh my god. And keep glare. And then you have something really interesting because you can just run in, attack, glare everybody, and then they all have to attack her.
Oh boy. Yeah, Veronica's not looking good now when she has
Veronica is like literally.
She's screwed.
She's outdated,
really-
and it's only been how long since she came out?
It's been a little while.
Oh, I think she came out in September. No, August.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
It's only been like
quite some time.
4 months-ish. Yeah.
Oh man, rip the
But-
dream. She's gone.
But Dazzling Staff has been around for a long time, so they had it coming.
Yeah.
Dazzling.
something
The
had to
Razzle
happen.
Dazzle had to go.
And fire sweep, but nobody
Yep.
really uses that
And
very
wind
much.
sweep.
It's
Yeah,
funny.
fire sweep axe.
Oh, right. That's the thing. We still don't have fire sweep axe. That's also a thing. That's so weird to
I
me.
don't know
I was
how, but we
expecting this
don't.
banner to have hair, and he would.
What?
I was expecting hair to be like on the Radiant Dawn banner and the fire sweep axe.
Oh.
Since like his personal skill in Radiant Dawn was cancel, which meant if he attacked and it procced, your opponent couldn't counterattack.
That's true. That is true.
That or
Alright.
Braum. Braum could have had it too, because he had disarm.
Okay, I'm not looking forward to the rest of them. I rather we get a few more beast units sooner than later.
Yeah.
You waited nearly 2 years since release. Well, it's not nearly, like 20 months, but still, that's a lot of time.
Yeah.
I think that's when the other rulers are gonna come out.
Yeah. Also, I believe Nailah C skill is exclusive. It wouldn't make sense for her to be
It
transferable,
looks
actually.
exclusive.
Yeah.
I'd be very scared if it wasn't.
But then
Unless
then
it's
again,
like distant counter or close counter, any skill that doesn't have a number next to it is unique.
Starting impact.
okay, but then again, I thought Blue Flame was going to be unique and it wasn't. So,
Oh,
That
God.
surprised me.
yeah,
That
that
did
was a big
surprise me,
surprise
too.
thing. All right.
And funnily enough, she can run it pretty well too.
Right, she could
That is
because she
also
has
true.
fast cooldown and she has wood out effect. So,
Yep.
Yep.
all right, Bunton asked a question. What is it, dude? Will we see normal heroes as beast unit variants later on? Oh shit! If that happens, this game is really going to the furries.
Oh god, Beast Unit Tiki, no.
No.
The
I'm
only
doubting it.
the only mix I can see coming eventually is armored beast units. That's the only
Could
thing I
be
can
the
see coming.
dragons, if anything.
Yeah. Like,
Oh,
I'm
and-
pretty sure Kurthnaga and Degensia will come in with like one movement for like their beast class.
That's the thing. Like you in Radiant Dawn, you had dragons, but they were different from other dragons, like in the rest of Fire Emblem series. So you could have beast dragons. That would be an interesting thing.
That would be interesting.
The writing specifically includes dragons in there. So, I guess that's that.
Let's see.
That could be a hint.
Yeah.
All right, but yeah, moving on from Nailah, I think Naesala is what everyone's really interested in because we had no information on him at all.
Right, this is all fresh info.
We literally just had a name.
Starting out, he has a 162 BST with 8 HP, Super Bane, a Res Super Bane, and a Defense Super Boon. What little that matters.
But yeah, none of that matters because he's all neutral. GHB.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I think this is good and bad. I think it's good in the fashion that for those people, he has big fans. He's been relatively popular.
Yeah.
Because he's one of the most memorable of the Laguz Lords. He's not straightforward at all, and he's pretty devious. And partway through the game, you weren't even sure what he wanted to accomplish anymore. Anyways,
I like that his quote against Ashnar is basically him saying, "Hey, I know I can't beat you. Want to pay me and I'll join you?" And Ashnar's like, "You think I'm gonna fall for that, dude?" And then I was like, "Yeah, I didn't think it would work."
Damn. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
And yet, for some reason, Dagancia regards him as like an actual true king when they fight.
Yeah. Evidently.
I mean, he held a lot of respect despite how he was.
Yeah. I mean, to be
fair, he
fair,
was in a really bad position, so I don't really fully blame him.
Yeah.
All right, but his stats are so solid. I kind of just wish he was, pullable. Yep.
Well, hey, you can get free versions of him with Grails.
Right, that's the thing. You can plus 10 him, and it would be really feasible and reasonable and good for that matter.
Very worthwhile investment. A blue flying Laguz too.
Yeah, he's definitely one of the ones that's worth actually building.
Right.
Yeah.
And he's also one of the ones worth foddering.
Oh, yes.
Because I hear he comes with...
So, he comes with Swift Sparrow and Guard.
Well, that's such a weird combination.
That's sexy.
Is Guard still a 5-star exclusive
Now it's 4-star.
Oh, thank goodness.
He's the first freely available unit with Swift Sparrow inheritable.
Oh my god.
Okay, Okay, that's good and bad. I don't like it because people are just going to view him as fodder, and that just feels weird and wrong.
Nah, man. You want Swift Sparrow fodder, go for Brave Winds and Green Olwins. Those are your optimal fodders.
Are you just trying to trigger me?
No, don't kill Olwyn.
Yeah.
Oh, too late. I already turned it into a manual.
Oh.
Anyways, I think in conjunction with his Raven King beak, which grants speed +3 if unit speed is greater than foe speed, deals damage with 70% difference between stats. You've seen this on Flying Nino's tome.
Giga Excalibur.
Giga Excalibur, yeah.
Vassal Blade, yeah, and Carlos Blade.
Yeah, and Carlos Blade. So it's only a maximum of 7 damage. I find that really unfortunate. That's not a big difference. I wish it went higher than that because.
It's also flat damage, so he does that no matter what.
Okay, I guess that's fair. Flat damage is really impressive, but it's just 7, so.
I mean, to be fair, he also has 45 speed, so it's probably going to be 40. Well, it's probably going to be 14.
Yeah, that's right, because Raven King B comes with speed +3 at base, and he has Swift Sparrow, so when he's attacking, it's 45, yep. But yeah, at start of turn, if unit is adjacent to only Beast or Dragon allies, or if not adjacent to any ally, unit transforms, otherwise unit reverts. What do you guys even think about that, too, the transformations in this game?
I think it's just to make a reference to the Laguz being prejudiced against Bjorks, so that's why they won't transform in front of them.
Yeah,
makes sense. I'm fine with it.
I understood they couldn't do it like how they had it in the actual games, but I never imagined it being like this.
It's do you want to wait 10 turns for them to transform?
Just gotta wait for
yeah.
the beast meter to fill up.
I completely understand why it wasn't like that. I get it, but I didn't imagine it being like this either. So the middle ground I thought of was maybe you had to get a charge, but not 10 turns of charge, obviously. But it's still
they still could add beast units that had that restriction. These are the Beast Kings. They were supposed to be able to transform with no limits.
Oh, you're right.
That is also true as well.
That would be very interesting.
They didn't have to hold no dinky stone to transform.
And Balug, one of the other wolves, has a skill called Half Shift where he could transform, but instead of getting double his BST, he'd get plus 75% of it.
Also, for the guy who said Naesala's attack is too low to matter, keep in mind he has 32 base, 14 attack from Raven King Beak. When he transforms, it becomes 48 because he gets an additional 2, and with Swift Sparrow, it's 52. It's not actually low.
Yeah.
Yeah, 52,
formidable.
45 offenses with initiating with up to +7 flat damage. I think that's really good.
Yeah.
It's a deceptively good offensive stat value.
And then he has a really good bulk across the too, so it's like he's not suffering anywhere.
Okay, but I'm just gonna be the guy. It's Swift Sparrow Desperation. I don't really see another build.
I mean, I'm not even gonna be able to argue with it because it scores the same as guard.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't
At that
see
point, you're just
anything
running
else.
guard for the style points.
Yep.
Maybe use Luna for a special, but realistically, there's not much you do with him. He's pretty easy to build.
Yep.
Yeah.
Honestly, for Laguz Flyers, I'm thinking Gale Force is actually optimal for them.
Yeah, Gale Force would be really good too. Yeah.
Because then you just get to move 3 spaces twice.
You're perfectly right about that. Flying and 3 space movement, that is the perfect usage for Gale Force.
Yep. Just run Heavy Blade Tibarn and you're pretty much wiped half of your enemy's arena team out.
Man,
Yep.
Beast units.
Oh my.
I just wish they were going to override Arena already. Like they're going to be overriding every other mode because there's no restrictions. Like their BST, the only weakness in my opinion is their BST, and it's not weakness in terms of like the stats themselves, it's just weakness in terms of scoring.
Except for Tibarn, who can run red dual flying.
Oh yeah, that's right. But
Yeah.
honestly,
Oh, and
like,
Naesala can run blue dual flying.
Sure,
yeah.
but you really tank their offensive potential, especially Tibarn.
oh yeah, Tibarn needs that A skill to really thrive.
Mm.
Although he does work pretty well without it.
Yeah.
He also does.
Okay, but yeah, those are your heroes, guys. What do you guys think?
I'm happily impressed.
Did it live up to the hype? Is the real question.
I feel like Nailah, Tibarn, and Naesala probably do.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Herons are a little divisive, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, rightfully so. If they were too busted, I would have been scared.
Yep.
I would have been very scared. Yeah.